Alright guys, welcome back to episode 10 of our Tyranny Let's Review. So, last episode, we basically did almost nothing. I apologize for that last episode being boring, but we basically spoke with each and every one of our characters and kind of got all of their dialogue stuff out of the way for the most part. I'm sure I can do some more of that later. However, we did, let's see, where is that at? We did level up, get enough loyalty with all of them by just talking to them that we actually have some new combo abilities with each character. So we did gain some good stuff out of doing that. So that being said, we're
At your service, Fatebinder. What do you need?
We'll talk again later. We'll go ahead and try and move on here. So we need to travel to blah 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 blah. We need to travel to the Bastard City to talk to Tunon or check out the Sunset Spire. I do want to go to the Bastard City first just to check with Tunon, see what he wants, and then we'll check out the other spire afterwards. We can't go over there. Let's actually explore a little bit. What's this? Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, I have a lot of these that I need to kind of clear out.
Can't do that.
Wow. A lot of tutorial crap that I had to get rid of. Okay, cool. Lovely.
Can't do that.
So, let's move on here.
Can't do that.
Let's see. What do we have up in here on top of this? Maybe some hidden stuff that we can loot. I will take it. Why not? Let's keep on going here.
Interesting.
Aha. More campfire stuff. I like it. Lesser healing items. Lots of good stuff there. Cool. Okay. What's this? Damage. Dates back to his initial conquest of the Tears. Okay, so I like that we kind of explored a little bit before leaving. There's not really much else going on here. We could probably loot some of this. Ooh, that is nice. Could be useful. Could wind up utilizing a new mace. But let's go ahead and travel here. So we're at Vendrian's Well. Let's go ahead and go to... let's go ahead and go to the Bastard City next. And then go to Tunon's Court. Best not to keep Tunon waiting. Alright. Alrighty. Let's see what Tunon has to say about the status of everything. Now, Tunon, oh shit. Hold on. Has the game audio been recording at all? Okay, it has. Woo! Got a little bit of a panic there. Okay. So, whoop, hold up. Tunon's court is in session. Approach him and tell him what happened at Vendrian's Well. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do that. That's just a bunch of nobles. Okay, let's keep going and talk to Tunon. There he is. Alright, Tunon. We're here to report.
You call yourselves officers of Kairos' army, but your conduct falls short of my expectations. The court finds your accounts of Vendrian's well lacking, rife with misdirection and fallacy, fouled with baseless accusation.
Okay. The shadow beneath Tunon's cloak darken, and flare around him murmurs of unease erupt in the court. Listen. Albertonus, Your Honor, I have relayed the events as I experienced them. You can well imagine why my version conflicts with his. She makes a dismissive gesture to the Scarlet Course representative. On my honor and on that of the great general, I would sooner snap my sword than perjure myself before you, Archon. Blood mulch. So you imply that falsehood comes easier to my lips than yours. You're a fool if you believe the Archon of Justice won't see through your lies because the disfavored think themselves better than an honest gang.
Silence. The contradictions in your statements will be examined, and falsities threshed from truths. If we find you have perjured yourselves, Bled and Mark will see to your fate. Fatebinder, we will start with the matter of the Archons. Graven Ash and the Voices of Nerat have declared war upon each other. In addition to violating Kairos' peace, they have thrown the conquest of the Tears into disarray. By all accounts, these hostilities began shortly after your arrival. Tell us what transpired.
The Archons could not agree on who should lead the siege and descended into accusations of treachery. It seemed a mutual spat. Have been of different minds since the start of the war. The disfavored were more deserving of honor. Our tactics, training outmatched what Balderdash the disfavored couldn't tip over a straw hut. Our howling mob was better equipped to overwhelm.
The Fatebinder presents testimony. I warn you both against speaking out of turn. Something more than a mere disagreement unraveled this. Let us speak of Ascension Hall. The disfavored sing your praises across the realm, though the Scarlet Chorus appeal for charges of treason. Perhaps you can offer a more enlightened account. An efficient solution. The type I would expect from a capable agent. Tell me, though, with the edict looming overhead and death the price of failure, why not employ the numerical advantage of the Scarlet Chorus? I will consider this testimony at length. The court thanks you for it. Is there anything you wish to add at this time? Your testimony is accepted by the court. The statements of our guests raise questions in my mind. There is much about this campaign that has caused me. A shipment of iron weapons was short on arrival. Where coveted iron is concerned, I don't believe it to be a clerical error. One of my agents recovered this seal in Echo Call. It belongs to a merchant collective. Lethian's Crossing is teeming with their kind. If you would root out treachery, I would advise starting there. Petitioners, leave us. I would have a private audience with the Fatebinder.
Well, okay then. How do I get to you? Oh, this way. Okay. Private audience it is. Let's go.
This civil war, this feud, is an insult to Kairos' peace. It should not have taken the better part of a year to silence the last vestiges of the Oathbreakers. Our allies squabble while our enemies regroup. It falls upon the court to measure the extent of the damage and to execute the agents of disorder. I suspect that treachery, negligence, disunity, and greed have infected one or both of our esteemed allies. Until you are instructed otherwise, this matter is the court's primary focus. Graven Ash and the voices of Nerat must be examined in close detail. You are charged with observing the Archons and presenting your case that one of them has wrought chaos and disorder upon the Tiers. As always, you will be held accountable for what you do in the court's name, but you are free to conduct your investigation in the manner of your choosing. You must expect lies, misdirection, and manipulation. Suffer not such obstructions of justice. The disfavored seem the logical first step in your inquiry. The Legion holds you in some esteem, and Graven Ash has shown deference to the court in times past. No doubt the disfavored will be rife with accusations and evidence against the voices of Nerat. Graven Ash is a noble man, but never underestimate his capacity for deception. A wise general succeeds by knowing when to be unreadable to the enemy. You should, of course, speak with the Scarlet Chorus and gather their testimony, but it stands to reason that most in the chorus would sooner brag about a pauldron fashioned from your skull than entertain your questions. Do not regret killing the rabble that impede your investigation. They will be easily replaced. The conscription methods of the Scarlet Chorus open the doors to the loyal and the wretched alike. No doubt those who are aligned to the Chorus out of survival will be the most forthcoming. The genuinely loyal members of the Chorus will likely lie with abandon to protect the... Your fellow Fatebinders have been busy acting as my eyes and ears. I have a few leads for you to follow. You should, of course, speak with your brothers and sisters of the court if you need further counsel. The disfavored have made use of the Sage's network of dovecotes and messenger birds as they come under capture. I've heard multiple claims of strategic communications gone missing. The Sages are broken, their citadel in flames, but they were not slaughtered to the last. Some of their numbers still congregate around the smoking husk of their burning library. If they have been reading disfavored communications, learn what they learned, then execute them.
Okay.
The Oathbreakers were reported to be using iron armaments, more than they might acquire from looting what few disfavored they killed. Any iron in the tiers not rusted through was made by forge-bound hands in Lethian's Crossing. Between craftsman and quartermaster, someone let iron fall into enemy hands. Investigate this matter and bring the thieves to justice.
Well, yes,
There is
sir.
a final matter to discuss. A sensitive topic. In spite of the many shortcomings at Vendrian's Well, you managed to make a name for yourself. You proclaimed an Edict of Kairos, resolved its demanding conditions, and ascended the mountain spire. Any one of these feats would be worthy of recognition by the highest authority. You managed to accomplish 3.
Well, I am in a privileged position to accomplish incredible
It
deeds.
pleases me that you grasp your role, as long as you temper it with a sense of duty. Whether by design or by accident, you have captured the attention of Kairos' army and the local tiersmen alike. This is no small opportunity, and the court charges you with exploiting your new standing to its fullest. You have a title in our hierarchy. However, it's a little-known secret that one's standing in the world is determined by their infamy, their deeds, and how they come to be known. Mind this notion as you bring justice to this lawless frontier. There may come a time when your deeds speak for you louder than any. Whatever you did to capture the attention of the masses at Vendrian's Well, I would encourage you to do so again.
will be known as a champion of
Good.
justice.
It falls to us to set a new standard for these southern barbarians.
Interesting. Okay, well,
You are
now...
dismissed. Should the court have need of your presence, you will receive word. Go forth and do my bidding, and bring glory and honor to the tears in Kairos' name.
Tunon raps his gavel against the floor, and the singular note resounding throughout the hall. He disappeared. Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, interesting. So, we got a list of things to do from him. Let's see. We have... Let's see. The War of the Archons has begun. Support Graven Ash's initial attempts to pacify the tears. Tunon is displeased with the chaos that emerged from Vendrian's Well and believes that one of the warring Archons may be principally responsible for the civil war that now grips the tears. As you travel the younger realms, take note of any evidence of negligence, incompetence, or outright treason found within the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus. All uncovered evidence will be listed here and here. Okay, cool. So we are supposed to investigate both Archons, and we are also supposed to check out these stirring the visions that we found at the spire. So we're going to go ahead and investigate that first, and I guess figure out what's going on with that. Now, I think... yeah, I guess that'll be probably the best way to handle this. Uh-oh. Bleeding Mark. Welcome back, kid. Amusing as that would have been to watch the edict drop, I guess I'm glad you lived. Bleeding Mark. Who's this guy? Is Kairos' knife in the shadows, the unseen drop of poison that enforces the Overlord's will. He reports to Tunon, the adjudicator, serving in his capacity as the final word to those who hold Kairos' law and contempt. Few know the origin of the Archon of Shadows, or how Kairos maintains a... Okay, cool. Archon of Shadows rouses from a faraway stare, turning to face you with a worried smile. Though he stands still, he seems to sift in and out of the shadows that shroud him. You have gained flavor with Bleeding Mark. Here you threw your rings on Graven Ash's side. Not a bad bet to pick the Archon of War. But tell me the truth. Did you go with Ash because it seemed like the right thing to do, or because supporting the voices was a worse option? Our lives depended on military success. I was not about to hand control to the Archon of Secrets. Don't trust the voices. Looks like you do have brains. All that matters is that the Edict of Execution was stayed. Those stationed at Vendrian's Well should be thanking you for their lives. Now, I assume you're off to go meet with Ash, but first, you and I need to have a little chat. I'm listening. Everyone's keeping an eye on you because you did something nobody has done before. Guess as what that might be. I'm the first Fatebinder to engage in a war against an ally's soldiers. I'm the first Fatebinder to proclaim 2 edicts. I'm the first to resolve an edict before its consequences came to pass. I'm the first Fatebinder to awaken a spire of the old walls. You're not wrong. That was definitely a shock, but I doubt it's the sole reason you've made the tears tremble. Proclaiming an edict isn't new. Neither is surviving or resolving the commandments of an edict, but you're the first to proclaim and resolve the very same edict, and it didn't kill you. In one fell swoop, you survived your second edict, resolved the very one you had proclaimed, and awoke an arcane structure that had slept for several centuries. So why are you telling me this? Did I do something wrong? Let's glare silently. I don't care what you do with the information, but you should know the danger you're in now that you've pushed yourself on the map. Sticking with the disfavored is a smart idea, kid. At least smarter than getting mixed up with the Archon of Secrets. You'll never really be one of them, but if you value Ash's warriors, they'll serve you the best they can. Wait, there's still so much I want to ask you. Thanks for the advice. The Archon of Shadows shrugs to you in farewell, but his gold eyes are alight with interest as he watches you. Can I ask you more questions? How about a little breathing room, kid? Okay, I get it. Fair point. All right. So that has been taken care of. We can travel to Ironhearth, but I do want to check out the Sunset Spear. So let's go ahead and check that out. Lethian's Crossing. Ambush. A group of mercenaries and members of the Bronze Brotherhood are blocking the road to Lethian's Crossing. Well, let's deal with those bastards, I guess. Trying to block my road. Alright, let's see what we've got here. About time we had some combat in this anyway. Alright. Aster, a small figure, stands before some armor-clad soldiers. His arms move wildly as he gestures in frustration, yelling at the man directly in front of him. Absolutely not. I've come through Ironhall trails more times than I can remember. No one ever asked for a toll before, and I won't be paying one now. He notices you standing nearby and turns to speak. Fatebinder, surely you, of all people, can help me. My name is Aster, and I must get to Lethian's Crossing. I have goods to deliver. Tell this man I will not be paying a toll to him or anyone, and he's to let me through. He folds his arms over his chest and nods with a pronounced finality. Will. Greetings, Fatebinder. I am sorry you have been drawn into this. What you've stumbled into here is merely a conflict of the changing times. I am Will of the Bronze Brotherhood. Let's see, the Bronze Brotherhood is a mercenary company from the three cities dotting the Tyr's southern coast. Many of these mercenary companies were employed by Kairos' ancients and slaughtered during the war. The Bronze Brotherhood survived thanks to their relative safe posting at Lethian's Crossing, where the voices of Narat hired the company, blah blah blah. Okay, Iron Hall Trail is under our protection, and anyone passing through must obey our rules. If this gentleman would like passage through our lands, a simple donation is required. He holds out his hands. These funds help our cause and keep Ironhall safe, a safe place for all travelers. Clearly, you can both see the value in that. Aster speaks, his arms swinging about again, emphasizing the word, and who exactly is keeping it safe? You standing there with your weapons at the ready against me? His arms drop as he turns to you again. I am not but a traveling merchant. I have no money to spare, and I certainly pose no threat to anyone. Keep this area safe indeed. He points at Will. You are the only threat here. Fatebinder, please talk some sense into this man. Let's see. Just because you passed through before means nothing. Pay the toll now or head back. You try my patience. This man will not be paying a toll today. Call your guards off and allow us passage immediately. Well, I am not going to pay. I'm just going to demand. You've gained favor with Lethian's Crossing. Thank you, Fatebinder. You have done a great deal today. Aster bows dramatically. He turns back to Soldier, and you, brute, move aside and let me pass. Will holds his position and gives you a meaningful look. Perhaps you want to reconsider your stance on the matter, Fatebinder. He plants his hammer on the ground and leans on, staring at Aster. Passage is bought with the rings or blood, but I'll happily take both. I stand by my decision. Aster raises his hand in protest. I thank you for your efforts, Fatebinder, but it is not worth bloodshed. I will leave in peace. Will returns his position and looks over you, his former genial mood gone. So a Fatebinder in our little corner of the world, who'd ever thought this would happen? He spits between his feet, then crushes it into the dirt with his boot. You are walking a dangerous line, Fatebinder. The Brotherhood never back down from threats. Normally I'd knock you down where you stand for threatening me, but Raidamon demanded to see you. If you came through here, I thought he was crazy for saying you'd be visiting Lethian's Crossing. Looks like I owe him a few rings. He shakes the pouch on his neck and making the rings inside jingle. Not that there's a shortage of those around here. What can this humble servant of the Brotherhood do for you, Fatebinder? And don't ask me to let you through, because that isn't happening. Barrack loyalty. This ridiculous piece of mercenary offal requires a lesson in pain and obedience. Allow me to teach it to him. Well, I think we're due for some combat. If you think you can get him to move, do it. Sellsword, attend me. I take it your responsibilities have been explaining to you. Keep the rabble on this side of the bridge, yes? That does not preclude taking orders from your betters. One of two things will happen. Either you will let us pass or we will simply pass. There are no other options. Whatever role you have taken upon yourself to bar our way has already failed. You succeed only in delaying our task and annoying me. Is your name Reitamon? Are you the leader of the Bronze Brotherhood? His cusp? No, I didn't think so, because he decides who crosses and who doesn't. If you have a problem with that, take it up with him. Ash, forgive me, but I can only endure so much of this fool's inane jabbering. Will rubs his cheek. Hold on, I'm just doing my job. I apologize if I offend. Reitamon will have my head if I let you through. There's nothing I can do about it. Reitamon. Well, hey, he finally shows his face. While you were talking to Will, a striking man with a shock of bright blonde hair approaches, moving away from some men. And here's the Fatebinder. He doesn't mask the displeasure in his voice. I knew we'd see you. I was just wondering when. One trip to Lethian's Crossing wasn't enough, Governor. He doesn't even mask the contempt in his voice. You had to return where no one asked you to come. Throwing me out of my home wasn't sufficient. You are here to disrupt my life some more. He looks at his men who stopped the watch conversation. You aren't done. He flicks his hand. It doesn't really matter why you're here. I don't care. I have more important things to worry about. In case you've forgotten me already, my name is Reitamon. I am the first brother leader of the Bronze Brotherhood. Reitamon. But I'm sure you already know that. I couldn't help but see you over here talking to Will and the traveling merchant. Only for a moment, and already sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. I don't appreciate others invading my territory, Fatebinder. I told him he had to speak to you, Reitamon. He wanted through, but I told him, no, if you don't give me the signal, the Fatebinder isn't getting into Lethian's Crossing. No one will invade your territory. Watch yourself while you are a guest in my land. Excuse me. If you have come to stir up more trouble, we are well equipped and will not back down in the defense of what is rightfully ours. Welby and I might not always agree, but that is one point we see eye to eye on. If you step out of line, we will both correct you. His eyes narrow and he leans toward you. You are not welcome here. Now tell me what you want or leave. I'm not welcome in your land. This is not your land anymore. Exactly. Such arrogance is the precursor to a mighty fall, Fatebinder. I might not currently have control of Lethian's Crossing, but we both know possessions are fleeting. Why are you charging travelers? I don't see how the affairs of the Brotherhood are your business, Fatebinder. Suffice it to say, ooh, you are tempting me, buddy. You would do well to watch your tone when you speak to the Fatebinder. I care not about Kairos' forces. I've already reaped the rewards of my loyalty, and I will not make that mistake again. You have taken my home, but I will have it back. I won't cower when you raise your voice against me, lapdog. Oh, that's it. I'm sorry, buddy. I knew you couldn't be trusted, Cad. I'm sorry, buddy. You have no respect. No respect. Alright. This means kicking arse time. Alright, hold on. We're going to go ahead and do that. Let's see, that's a combo ability that I don't necessarily want to do. That's also a combo ability. Let's see, this guy is weak to fire and lightning, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let's do fire with you. I want you to do break the wall on... Actually, no. Do fireball on that character. Let's throw down some lightning on top of this.
I have no other way.
Nice. Okay, cool. Alright, so now that we did that, let's go ahead and throw another fireball with my character. And then verse, have you do a lightning move on that guy. Have you do a lightning move on this guy as well. Actually, that's a combo ability. Don't necessarily want to do that. Not yet, anyway. And let's see. I will have you do a fireball spell. All right.
Raven Ash
check
protects.
Let them think they can hit me.
Hello, another guy is coming to join the fight. Now, I need you to heal Verse. So that's happening. And let's go ahead and do Arrow Storm. And as for... Oh, that's a combo ability with Verse. Cool. Interesting. Awesome. Okay, and then I'll do my Ice Spike. Do I have any other spells? No, let's just do my Ice Spike on this character. Wow, that was a really good move. Holy crap. Wow. Awesome. Let's go ahead and throw out some healing wisps, I guess, at the party. And you heal up Barrick. And Barrick, I need you to, I guess, do this. Let's see. And I'll have you do this number on that one.
Not a problem, boss. Did I always have...
Cool. Oh man, you guys are injured. That sucks. That is not good. Alright. Verse needs healing, so we're gonna go ahead and do that on Verse. Do you have any healing skills? Nearby party members, let's do a quicken move then. You need to, I guess, do that move with
this
you.
much blood.
This weapon is useless.
That was a very
Damn
good
thing
heal.
couldn't pierce cloth.
Yeah, there's no real reason to keep pausing it.
It'll take more than that. This weapon is useless.
Oh, come on.
Right.
Freeze him. Awesome. So, we took care of them. Probably
On it.
could have done that a more diplomatic route, but that guy had no respect, man. No respect whatsoever. Zero, absolute zero respect. Okay, hold on. Let's actually... there's only one guy up here. Let's go... Oh,
Send me your
two of them, actually. Probably should have healed up a little bit before doing that, but it's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and do... Let's see, what do you have? Ooh, you're weak to that. We're going to do a combo move then with Verse. And you are going to do the break the wall move on him. You are going to do your quill strike against him.
Get back here.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
Awesome, awesome.
It'll take more than that.
Okay, cool. So we have one guy left, and he is weak to a lot. So let's go ahead and... he is weak to fire, so we'll do fireball. And then I guess... Actually... Screw it, let's just do a combo ability. Why not? You do this move. You... see if you can actually use your illusion on him.
Good work.
Damn. Holy crap, I'm glad I took that one episode to get some loyalty with these characters. Really glad I did that. That was a pretty cool combo move. Alright, so we got a little bit more guys down here, it looks like. So let's go ahead and fight these. Just Raider. Go ahead and do... Actually, I can't do that move again. Fury of Rage. Let's do that move. I want to just try it out because we can. Do a thrusting strike on this character. Whoops. Did not mean to accidentally have him walk.
Let's do it, you and me.
Good work.
Cool beans. Let's do Iron Storm again because we can. And I guess we'll just let that... Hold on. Lantry, what do you have available? Fireball? Yeah, let's do that. And Barrack is the other one that's not doing much. Okay. Barrack, you just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, Barrack's almost dead, so we're going to do a healing move here on Barrack. And you, see if you can light this guy on fire for me. And me, heal Barrack, please.
I'll take care of it.
Well, at least Barrack got healed. Okay, and we'll just do this combo move to wrap this up.
I got it.
Lovely. Cool beans. Wow, these guys were not kidding. We killed a lot of disfavored over here. Let's see, you have 2 injuries, you only have 1. Barrack, you're my tank, so I can't really afford to have you. So, injured, so let's go ahead and rest a little bit and move on. And I guess keep going. Hold on. Can I go up here and see anything different? Is there any more enemies up here that I need to be aware of? No? Not really? Alright, let's keep going to Lethian's Crossing then. Well, that was an interesting development. Oh shit, we are out of time. Well, in that case, as soon as we load in here and go through whatever dialogue pops up immediately, we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. I'd call this one a solid, I'll give it an 8. We got pretty good amount of knowledge of what we're supposed to be doing next. We definitely need to figure out, we have to deal with both Archons, but we did definitely, oh wow, this is a pretty hefty area. Alright, well, I'll leave this episode here. On the next episode, we will go ahead and explore Lethian's Crossing, figure out what's up with this spire here and how it relates to the one that we discovered earlier. But until then, my name is Zophanex. Leave a like and subscribe for more, and leave a comment down below what you think of the series so far, if you've been keeping up with it, and just give me a little bit of a heads up on how things are going so far. Until then, I'll catch y'all in the next episode, everybody. Later.